Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? Okay, I am audible. I must just be being drowned out by my let's go audio. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how best okay, that works. Alright. Alright, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? No, I'm doing pretty darn well. Oh, shit, I didn't mean for that to be visible. Dang it. Alright, yeah, how's everyone doing today? Today we're gonna be playing a bit of good old Space Engineers. Mostly, what I think we might do, I might run through some of these at a later point in date, like, you know, ooh. Yeah, I might do some of these at a later point, as well as maybe checking out some of these at a later point. Because honestly, some of these look pretty cool, but for now, we'll be doing a custom game. We'll be doing, probably, I'm going to build this. What I want to do today is I want to try to build something. So, we'll be doing the Earth-like planet. Actually, ooh. Yeah, I think we'll do the Earth-like planet. I was debating whether to do a little bit of old work on work on a new or an old ship that I've failed. So, yeah, to do a little bit of decision making there, but I think we'll do a new world. I forgot to change this from survival. Oh well, guess we're doing a bit of survival today then. And you know what? No, I won't do that. I'll just. Oh, this is scuffed. This is majorly scuffed. Oh well. Can't be a YouTuber without or streamer without being having some major scuffed. Oh well. I was thinking of building some new ships, but I don't know. You know what? I think I'll just retitle the stream rather than. Yeah, I do need to do that. So. Ah, shit. Wrong button. And now that's buggered. Dang it. Oh well. Exit to main menu. Yes. I need to change a few things because I made a error. Load game. Loading. Please wait. Today I want to continue work on a ship that I had made in one of my older star system worlds, or at least make a new ship based on the principles of that other one. So, in the edit settings, creative. We'll also go advanced. And just. I'll stick it with that, but I'll disable sun rotation. Just so we'll be always able to play in day, and I'll just be able to change it myself. I'll enable in-game strips. That. I'll need to. There we go. There we go. I think that's all I needed. Alright. And so I'll just re-enter the world and we'll be able to get going. Is the sound alright to you guys? There's nothing I need to kind of change about how loud things are, or is there? Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell with trying to listen back through a playback that I've got on a different device. But yeah. Alright. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I don't know how many people have played this game before in my chat, but let's try to go. Wrong button. I want F10. Where is it? Ah, here it is. This was a ship that I was working on. Apparently it's been quite some time since I last, yeah, it was quite a bit since I last worked on it, but I had worked on this ship. And I want to take something along this sort of design and these sorts of scale, but I want to try to make a new version of that, because the original, well, the original was not great. So that's the goal of today, is to try to build a new big ship, but build one better than the other one, because the other one was really bad. Yeah, that's kind of the idea for today's thing, is to build a new ship in the same kind of premise. Let's just build a massive fire or landing spot. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, 24 wide, which I don't mind. That'll do well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, I'll just extend this by another, let's see, that's 6, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by, we'll go an extra 9. So that's 10, 9, no, that's 10, there's 11, there's 12. So we'll extend it by another 13 blocks. Alright. And then if I just kind of pull up here, the scale of ship that I want to make is a frigate. Oh, it's already lagging on me, that's not great. But yeah. Red. Nope, not res. Red. Red frigate. The idea I have is to basically make a similar scaled ship to the red frigate, with partially some of the similar things going on in the back, with the ability to carry other ships. So I do want to just kind of take that, and we'll just drop it like this. It should count technically as a base, so it'll be easier to kind of, I can't see the bottom of it, but that's fine. The idea is just having it here to look at some of this. Like, I really want, like, a landing system like this in the back of my ship. And similarly, also want the several layers deep that this ship goes. I mean, this is, the main area. There's one floor, then there's like a second floor, and then, like there's another third, and then you got like the bridge floor. And so I want to do stuff kind of like this with the several floors. So that's kind of the idea that I'm going for with the build today, is to basically make a similarly scaled vessel to the Red Frigate and giving it comparable armament. But mine will probably be using a bit more of the regular cannons, but yeah, this thing, if I just take the block, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's about 30 blocks wide by... How long is it? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, about 50 blocks long. So that's the idea, is to build something along those parameters. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly go to number 9. I'm going to want to try to use magnetic plates for this, so hopefully they'll be able to withstand the weight of the vessel. And the other vessel that I had built, the magnetic plates couldn't withstand the pressures. And so what I'm going to do is I'll just quickly build the basis of the ship. 9. Oh, bother. Why is it not wanting to fit? There we go. Alright, there we are. So now we got the magnetic plate. Although we will need stronger base materials. These are already damaged. These things really don't take as much of a landing as the regular landing gear do, which kind of sucks. I may have to swap these out at a later point. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that now. Just fill in the gap. To avoid the problems, I'm just going to go with a regular landing gear instead. Because that took 93 damage and it was dropped from 3 blocks high. It does not bode well for building a ship that's meant to actually take damage if the landing gears won't take a hit. Alright, let's just go to number 9. And we'll just build a second one of these. Right there. And actually, I might... Alright, let's redesign this. I just want to make sure that I get everything well suited, because everything kind of is going to be situated in the same sort of manner. So making sure everything's built right is from the start is quite crucial. That's why I'm making a new one rather than continuing the construction of my old one. It was not up to code for me. Hey, really? Okay. Now is it up to... Nope. Come on. There we are. Really? Okay. Now we good? Now we're good. Okay, there we are. So as long as I don't accidentally delete the base, this should be a decent front face. And then what I want to do is I want to drag this out backward a bit, because I want that to be the front. Oh, let me just go N. There we go. And so now, there we are. I want to come out to roughly here. Let's see, how long is this? It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just using a nice bit of measuring. That's not good. Alright, there we go. This is 2, 4, 6. Actually, I'll just measure it from that end. That's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 15, 17. That would be 19, 21. I got this one. 21, 23, 25. I think I'll do one more set, maybe another 2. And then, now that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. So at about half the... Alright, we begin again. I say it, we begin again. This time we'll go with that angle and hopefully not actually break it this time. This is 3. Now I just want to basically run at this. Still, this is roughly, yeah, we'll go 26 blocks long. It's a fair length, but I'll cut 3 of those off. Then we'll just place this, boom. Alright, and so with that, I now want to go... how wide do I want this to be? How wide's the main canopy section on this ship? This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's about 11 wide, so I'll just use that as a base width. Lock everything out, so... Oh, shoot. And we want to go N, click, N. There we go. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 11 wide right here, and then we want to basically fill in this panel, and then I'll just do that. That works a lot easier than it is for me to do the rest of that ship. And then I want to try to build out 2 little wing sections that are actually going to start from a little higher than the bottom. I'm going to start it from here, go to up. These will go 3 out. Right, this is 3 out. We'll do this. 3, then 1, 2, 3. Or do I want 4? I don't know. And then I'll go 1 more. That's not dropping it nearly low enough, so this one will be this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's now already 33 long. I think I may cut this back a little bit. Right now I've got a basic idea, but I don't have much else. So what I'll do is I'll just cut it from here. I want 2, and then this will be 1. Nope. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I want a 3-block gap in the center between these, I think, so I'll just... Whoops. Right, 3-block gap, yep, and then I'll do this... once more, I think I want to do. But it'll only be this wide. Right? No, 1 more wide. Now this thing's very wide. I might continue the nose out a bit further, but I now want to block the length of this out. These pontoons, that's 5 wide, 11 deep. I'll go 13. We'll go this deep. This is 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's about 14 or so deep. And then we do this again. Alright. And then a true fashion. This is only 4 wide. Luckily. Alright. Boy. Okay. And now I need to drag these up by... I'm gonna go 3 blocks. So, 1... Actually, I'll drag these up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up. The design of these little wing pieces are just meant to be their thruster housings, so don't think this will look stupid, but I don't know. Alright. And doot doot doot. And then I want to remove most of this middle blocks, as I do want to... Oh, my bad. Evidently, that's the one that it's connected to. Evidently. And we'll just... There we are. And then I want to go down one more. And then continue this way. This will be a thruster housing and the base of the ship. Until at least right about... yeah, we'll go about here. Because then what I want to do is I want to come up about 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, midway here. Come back this way. And we'll drop it a little bit further behind this. Little bit further, I think. And this will basically be that little landing pad type section. It's not going to be nearly as thin as this. 3 wide is not nearly enough for most of my ships, but I think that goes well. You got your 2 basically nacelles. It'll be interesting to kind of continue this across. And this becomes dual height. And then we get this. Alright. So, let's see. Right now this is more or less the blocking stage, which is usually where I end up making the most mistakes. Here's what I want. Let's just quickly go here. Industrial hydrogen. I want the regular large hydrogen. I want the regular Atmos. Atmo, sci-fi large ion, and the regular ion. I want to be able to place... How long is the... I could try to bury these in the ship, but I don't really feel like trying to do that with this ship. Okay, so if I just come over and just come up here, I think I should be able to fit this. I'll just go back rather far because I need to. And then we'll just come up to here and start the removal of these. And then I'll just trim that, go 2. I can't do the industrial, but the regular hydrogen thrusters should be sufficient to place right here. And then just go back to 1, 4. And I'll just kind of come over to here, reattach this. Just to make sure that it'll stay attached. And I'll go like that. Another 2 block where I'll remove 6. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to remove that one, and then I can place another one of these here just to continue the design. But then those will be there, and then I want to place at about right here, so slightly above the bottom pad. I think I might go a little bit further in, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And we will go and drop off this. And then if I go to... I want to make sure that I get these in place first, because that way I'll be able to know, okay, I've got enough thrust. Because my other ship has some problems with its thrust right now. There we are. And that should be... Ah, that does stick out a bit further. It works on the outside, but not if I want to have these inner like that. So I'll just need to place these just one block higher. I'll just do that on this side. And we'll just do that. Do boom and boom. There we go. And now we've got that, and that will also make its way well for placing some thrusters like this. Oh wait, this is 5 block high. I want to raise these thrusters by about a block off of the bottom terrain, just because the intent is to place some hydrogen, or no, not hydrogen. There we are. We'll place that there. Place this. There we go. Those aren't in the right height. Oh well. That means I gotta go do this, which I hate. And we'll just chop it like that. And then chop this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Doot, doot, doot. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. There we go. So now, what I'll try to do, at least, hopefully, is use some of the other thrusters. But that is most of the forward and back, I think. I will quickly add... Oh, well there, okay. And I also want to add some stuff this layer, so we'll just kind of quickly add this. Quick bit of flooring. There we are. So now that I've got the floor mostly placed, I'm trying to think. I know that this is going to be probably the shittiest video, but I might turn it into a different thing a little later on. Maybe. Alright, let's see what I can do in here for hydrogen, industrial hydrogen tanks. Oh wait, is it O2? Yes, the oxygen tank is where all the other tanks are stored. I don't quite understand why, but eh. And there's weather. That's nice. So what I'm gonna try to do, I think, is if I do that and that. Since then on top of these, I think I might do these. Think maybe not. It might actually be more beneficial if I did the small hydrogen tanks back here. At least I'll connect that one with a small hydrogen tank, and then I can do that. Conveyor. Where's the regular conveyor stuff? Here it is, conveyor junction. And then I can just place that right there. For now, these have no... Well, these do have connection to a hydrogen tank, but the hydrogen tank has no power, so it should remain off. And I think what I might do is I want it to come maybe here. Where's the midway point between this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These are about 15 long, which means that the midway point's likely right about here. So what I'll do is I'll just come over here. And we'll just do this. 7 large hydrogen tanks will do. I don't know if I'll keep the 2 of them, but I might. I think I'll get rid of the outer tanks, replace those with something else, but then should be perfectly suited to does adding the extra thing on top? No. It is not suited very well. That's unfortunate. I got an idea. I don't know. I'll decide a bit better on the hydrogen tank storage, but then I'll also do just another tank here and another tank here. Those should be in line at least. Right? Yep. And then I can easily just add conveyor junction. And then replace some of these. So I want to keep those 2, then those 2, and then replace those with small tanks, I think. There we are. So now this will hopefully at least hold quite a bunch of good fuel. And then I can also just kind of go number 8. 1 there, 1 there. And then we'll go number 7. And then there's, what, 2 of these. Then we want the... And then I'll go number 7. And I think I might actually go oxygen tanks, because this thing is meant to have oxygen as well. And since this is meant to continue until this point, and kind of keep it there. Where does this pipe end? This pipe ends roughly here. So that'll be my most likely entrance point, is basically just sticking the pipe in through there. And then going back under it like this. So let's continue with the build. For now, I'll make it entirely out of the, buttons. Conveyor junction. That's not the button I wanted to press either. But we'll just continue this like this. and then continue up. These will be, of course, better plumbed, and that'll probably be covered up properly a little later on, but for now, I just want the basics. Mostly so I can lift this thing up slightly. So I need some batteries. Battery. There we are. And I'll just place a couple of these warfare batteries. We'll just place it like this. For now, there we are. Okay. Right, the forward and back ones aren't going to have theirs yet because that's not properly connected. I can make it properly connected just by... That's an oxygen, then we'll do a small hydrogen. And the back one should be well fully connected. Yep. And then I'm going to want some gyroscopes. And then a... Go control seat. I'll just place the control seat like this. One. Alright, there we are. This is probably going to want something smartly done for it. Before I drop this, I'm going to probably want, since these end at the same level as the other thing, before I kind of... Let's continue this way. Out by a bit. And then we'll just continue it back this way, just... These should be more than suitable to kind of keep this thing from tipping too far. The idea is just mostly just to keep it from breaking off. And so it gets something to properly rest on when I decide to finally just turn off the thrusters. And we'll do that, and we'll just run this. There we are. And now I'm going to go here and click P. Right, I need to turn off auto lock. Landing gear, auto lock off, unlock. And, oh shit, I'm drifting. I don't want to be drifting. Okay, and then if I just alt, this should be pretty much the correct thing, and then good, and then just Y. There we go. And then I'll just re-click Y, go up a bit, come over here, info, stationary. Am I not stationary? Oh shit. Convert to station. Boom. And now I can freely build on a level platform, which I like. Now I can finish the building of the interior's space. Because I've kind of... do I want this lower piece right here or not? I don't know yet. I'll decide that later, but for now I need to more adequately decide on the length, so I'm going to extend this by another... I think I'm going to have this extend by this amount and then cut the thing in a block. This is mostly because I want a slightly more pointed nose, and so I'm going to kind of do that. Rounding off the nose a bit, still making it this weird sort of stubby T, but I like that. And then I need to kind of just go over here, and we will more or less go that, and then I'll just move there we are. Maybe not. Maybe just this. Just kind of clip the two corners, and then I'll just go in. We'll go here and here. Hopefully good enough to place a fighter or some sort of dropship. So I'll just quickly look up. I'll leave it P for now, but we got that now. I can also now remove these temp gyroscopes and the temp command seat. And I will go like this. One. And then kind of cover up this. The fact that I've now made this a little thicker than I had made the previous version is both good and bad. It also allows for the fact that this won't have a lower main armament. Well, actually, should be able to bring this, take a spot here, maybe, and place the rotor there. Oh wait, no, because it has to be plumbed. So it would have to be placed on that block. So I'll just place that for now. But I've so far got the plumbing under the floor set up, and now I just need to work out some of the rest of the stuff. Okay. And we'll just widen this to be this wide. I'll just kind of come over in here, make sure that this is basically this wide until here. And then, how do I want to make this go? I think what I'll do is I'll just up, and then just kind of 1, 2. I think is how I'm gonna work this. Tooltips, I know most of these, but we'll deal with that later. There we are. This leaves a mostly basic box framework for now. A nice flat top section. I do want to create... I'm going to work on creating the internal rooms. So what I think I'll do is I might take this point and then continue maybe out this far for this room. So I'll just kind of room this, because this sort of space right here would work well for the entrance section into here. It is a bit high, but I think that'll work well for kind of getting into whatever ships are going to be dangling from here. I also need to remember that the connectors are going to be right here, so let's add that in now. These will be replaced for the more useful versions of whatever pipe it needs to be, but it doesn't need to be longer than it is. Alright, connector. Where is the connector? There it is, connector. And we'll just mirror the placements above for the placements below, so one, and then that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, the other one. And we'll go here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I can build something that actually can fit in this sort of space. I may actually extend it just the tiniest bit more down here. I like the extra block. Oh shit. Why? No, stop! Ah. Okay. Yeah, I think I might leave a 4-block gap for whatever fighters it should be able to carry on the exterior. What I kind of want is I want maybe 1 or 2 small dropship-esque vessels to be right here, and then I need to work on then providing the internals. So, where do I want this to end? Well, I can do this. Provides me how big of a gap? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. A 5-block section for what I want here, which will do well. And then we're going to get a part that kind of comes like this. Comes all the way mostly up to front. Alright. And then we'll probably might extend this just a tad bit longer than the other one was. There we are. That's very handy. Yeah, I think I might actually trim this by a couple blocks. We'll just trim it back. We'll trim it back to this point. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to continue this a little bit further than that. I like that sort of look. Maybe trim that off. Kind of rounding off the bottom a bit better, I think. Yeah, and then I don't know what to do here. This will be left alone for a little bit. But this should be mostly a relatively sturdy piece of armor. I might need to double or triple those up, so I'll leave that be for now. Then this will go up. This is going to be like a lower observation deck. And I think I might actually continue this down 1 block just to kind of help. Maybe 1 more. And then I can add a lower turret there, or keeping this as the lower observation point. So maybe the top of this area, it won't be like this, but there we go. I think I like this idea. The only thing I might do is I might use the 2x windows, and since that's 3 tall, maybe I might use the rounded curved piece, the rounded window. So I might do, what's this, 3 block tall? Yeah, I think that might work. I might use some of this for that. Like a rounded. I might lift this just a tad bit higher here. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll lift this up 1, and then I will drop down the ceiling of this area down to being only 2 blocks tall. So yeah, that's plenty of nice ceiling height, and I can add this to simplify that. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta turn on my AC unit. I'll be right back. Alright. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, and then I think what I might do is I might take this and make this an entirely separate floor to about... I want this to have an internal as well as an external hangar section. And so I think I may end that, I don't know, here maybe? Oh, shoot. I'll need to remove that. How big does that give me for a hangar bay? I could potentially bring these back forward a bit. If I did this, kept this area open in the back. Yeah, because then this provides me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide hangar bay section. And I can just easily remove this. And then, how wide does this provide this section? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may do this. The idea is that this will be basically your rear, external hangar for your larger ships, and your smaller ships would enter in here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that should work. 8, giving me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I wanted 8, I'd have to go to here. I may do that, since this back room is nothing more than a, this section's literally only supposed to be a airlock, so you basically come through here, get a view of the ship, and then have access to 2 catwalk sections. So I think that should work fine. Oh, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. That allows for at least 1 or 2 of the fighters to be, or whatever gets stored in here, to be kind of able to fit in this section. It does mean I do have to remove. Oh, excuse me. Ah, shoot. That's not what I wanted. That's fine. Alright. Alright. So now, let me just go over to 3. Hang the doors. airtight hangar doors. What are the different variants? It's the gate, the warfare, warfare hangar door windowed. I might do the windowed. Warfare hangar door 2. 2, windowed, or regular. You know what, I think I might do windowed here and here. And then the same thing here and here. And then run 2 here and here. And then the regular airtight hangar right here. And right here. And this does need to be, these are 2, so that's 1, 2, so I need this block right here. And I can continue this. This area is not going to be particularly well armored, but for now I think it should do fine. Oh, I needed to extend these by 1 more. My bad. Honestly, the heights actually work out really well here. Surprisingly enough. Whoops. Because of course, you know, of course they somehow work out to my advantage. Somehow. These were the outer doors. There's that one. And that one. Then I had the windowed. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And then I had the door 2s in the center. I don't actually know what this will end up looking like, but I think that'll look good. It provides a nice sort of hangar door section, and then what I can do is, you know, that provides this forward section for crew compartments like living quarters, 2 blocks tall and 2 layers. So I'll just kind of do this. And then we'll go like that. So you'll kind of, the ships would be able to fly in here. Oh, let me just remove that. Fly in here, be able to dock. Most, how wide or how long could they possibly be, though, is not very. You'd have to have one launch, then the other launch, so. But they'll probably be about 6 wide. So let's say if they're parked this way, 6 wide, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 1 or 2 blocks in between, and definitely will fit there. So I should be able to fit 3 small fighters in here, possibly more if I decide to push this entire bay to being, you know what, I may do that. I may push it to here. That gives me another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So it'll be 1 set of quarters up front, or basically the lower observation point quarters, or something else. And then we'll get into the higher point, which will be consisting of this, which will run parallel here. Goes like this. And then we'll have a little bit of a small portion, maybe it run up another 2 blocks. I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe another 2 blocks. Maybe 3. And I'll also cut it think I'll cut it this wide. So I'll just kind of cut this. And this will be an entirely separate wing section, so I'll just do that. Alright, and from here we'll also go up the 4 blocks. I might drag that up one more set of blocks. And then I'll just continue this for part of the front. And then we'll at least continue this for, I don't know, part of this front. The idea with this section being that it is a full-on... Oh, actually, I might make this slightly whiter. Yeah, we'll continue to here. So this 3 tall room. How big are the reactors again? Reactor. I want the large warfare reactor. These are 3 tall, right? Yeah, these are 3 tall. So these will definitely be able to fit there, which is good. So this will basically be your engineering section, along within these wings. These wings will hopefully be well armored to take a hit, at least 1 or 2. The guns leveled at this. I think I'm gonna take this and move this wall here, so we'll do this, and we'll go this wide for a decent chunk of this, at least a majority. And then we'll probably cut this a little bit thinner once we get to roughly, I don't know. I think I might cut it in a little bit here, so we'll cut here and go in the other 2, leaving a 5 wide space for the last few bits. Here we go. This will of course be also 3 wide at this point. Yes. And then I think I'll go basically taking a bit 5 or 6 wide, and how far back? Might go 5 wide, so I'll just quickly seal these off, and then I think I might add another walled section about here, which will come out like this. And this will be your main bridge sort of section. I think I might do a... I'll cut this a little short. There we are. So that would be one piece of glass, that'd be the other piece of glass, and this is the front window. And we'll run the bridge kind of just up here. I'll just kind of... And the top of this will be probably... I'm going to say 2 blocks tall. Running out a little bit as well. This is the main bridge. There we are. And this will be the main sort of bridge command area. The vessel. I think I'll cut this back by 3 blocks. I might also make it actually tail a little bit longer on the back end. The trailing edge, because then it'll be this. There we are, and that will be the main bridge section, I think. And so you get your kind of walls that'll come down from here, like that, and then we go in here, we go like that, drag this. Truthfully, I don't really know what I'm doing fully down here yet, but then this is going to be like the main section. We'll have a smaller, kind of possibly half main gun there with a small observation deck sitting right here. We'll have a small, basically, observation and command spot from down here, as well as the command up top, as well as a tertiary set of command equipment. Kind of, honestly, probably like around here-ish. So you'll have 3 separate command spots. You'll have your, you know, your bridge up here, which I'll just quickly basically have. You'll have your main command bridge up here with all the fancy stuff, your command and control. And then you'll have your forward command spot. I think that'll do well, and then let me just kind of come over to here. And we'll do that. And then we'll just kind of come over like this, and then do that. These will be nice and flat for 2 main guns, because I think I'm going to do 2 rail guns that I think I might have placed right here. Or at least maybe on the forward half of these. Because again, I will also be continuing these a little bit further, so this will go out. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, so I might go 3 blocks forward from this. Oh, I made a mistake here. I made a mistake. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I just need to add the other 2 blocks. There we are. Whoa, whoa, wow. My flight is erratic. Okay, and then we can do this. And these will be nice, probably capped off. The engines in place kind of like this. I might add an extra thrust, an extra thing here and here, and then I think what I might do is come over to the ooh, do I want to go sci-fi ion or the other ion blocks? So I could do that ion, or I could do 6 and do this ion. I think I'll do the warfare ions. Actually, you know what? No. We'll do the sci-fi ions. These I think will look better. Although 5 does look nice, it's... Yeah, I think I'll go with these. We'll go with 2 of these, sitting like this. And I think that might... see... Maybe a thing for hydrogen thrust. Oh wait, I can do this. I can always layer some small hydrogens, basically like this. And the main thrust battery will be placed kind of here. Hopefully that being enough forward thrust. And then I'll go do the similar thing right here, placing these. 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we go number 5. A large warfare ion, and we place that there, and we place another one right there. And then I might continue the back thrust pack. I might continue this just a tad bit further, so I might take a bit here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, do. I don't know whether that'll lock it, so I'll just kind of run it like this. 1, 2, 3. That places that as being this block. If I do it like that, and then do that, which places this. I think I'm going to redo that. I think what I might do, let's see, where's the midway point? Right here's the midway point. So I think what I might do is I might continue it off of this point right here. So you'll do this, and have this. We'll just continue that basically from here as well. That way we give a 3-block central section. And then we can place my... I'll do a industrial. And we can do one of these here. I think this will look good. Giving me more forward thrust than stopping power, which is kind of what most of these ships are going to have anyway. And it gives a nice look and more armored holding spot for the ships that are going to dock underneath the vessel. So those stick out just a tad bit. And then I think I might continue with this being this way. Because this is, right, 4 blocks, yep. And I might just do this. Mostly because I like the look of the kind of continued... And then we can do this. There we are. Just kind of providing that nice slant, and then maybe reversing that slant so this is the 4 block long part of the slants. That's 1, 2, 3, so one more. I may not like it like this, but I'll see it. We'll have to chop that like that. Oh wait, no, this would be cut back. Do I like that angled forward? Actually, I do kind of like that subtle angle forward. Gives more of a kind of furious attack vector kind of thing, which I like. Yeah, I like this. And then, rather than another one of those heavy engine pods, what I can do in this gap right here is I can kind of wall it off. And then maybe let's just wall off here. And then we'll wall off this. Yeah. And we'll just keep this flat for now. I think what I might do is I might add a block here, and then let's go 9, G. Let's try block weapons. We'll do this, and then we'll also do, where's the turret one? There we are. And then I think I could either do a rocket launcher set of 3 in the back, but I don't think those have a large range. How do the artillery look coming from back here? I mean, I'd have to place them, but I might just place them like this. Dudes, dudes, dudes. Yeah, I don't mind that kind of look. They're wide, so they won't necessarily hit much besides another ship of that width. Yeah, I'd actually, you know what, I might test that actually. We'll just quickly this. I'll just kind of, oh god, don't be placing it that wide. Let's, oh shite, no, stop the lag please. I know the game doesn't like me doing this. Nope, stop. There we go, stop the angle. Let's go up until I'm on par with it. Okay, 400, 300, 200, 188, 94, sure. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And then what I'll do is I'll just add a massive target. We'll go like this. And I'll just do it like this. And then add a sort of holding base. We'll just do it like this. And the idea with this is just to see whether or not those do, in fact, just go down, basically. I really wish I hadn't made this so far in the air. we are. And then I can just go and chop this. There we are. And then I'll just go into one of the turrets. I do realize that this is... Oh, good. They do have a spot on the back to fire, control, artillery, all 6 artillery. Shoot. There we go. Yeah, those are going to be very wide shots. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. 8 blocks off center. It's quite a wide spread, but I think I'll keep it. Are those still firing? Yeah, they are still firing. Alright, well, I'll just quickly go and... Artillery... off. Alright. It's gonna get 6 artillery cannons there. Middle of the wings. It'll have either a rail gun setup, like 1 or 2 up front, or I might just give it a small turret. I don't know if I want any weapons actually in this front section. What I might do instead is I might maybe do broadsiding weapons, so set that up. I might also make a vertically launched missile system. So that might be fun here. Some good old vertical launched. But yeah, the idea with these is just these fire. Also have to add a couple of PDCs. I think I might continue this lock setup here, so we'll do it that way. We'll do this. And then we'll just do this. Alright, and we just... And we do that. And I'll do the opposite end here. I think this will look good. I think. Yeah, so that goes that. This is this way. So that's how I did it. Alright. And... 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And now that I've got these kind of outer sticking panels, I may adjust the thruster set just a tad to also conform to that. But I also like the look of that flat thruster pack, so I think I'll keep the flat thruster pack. And then maybe give it a wall here, and let's see. Given this look, I'm actually not going to want these to be there. I'm going to want these to be more central, so let's see. I might also remove these lines right here. The purpose of that is so then I could do this. I want this. 7. The larger hydrogen tanks will be placed right here and right there. And then the 2 large hydrogen thrusters can be placed along that same design, placed about like that, with the ions placed right to their side. But I might also go with these ions to more naturally round this back in on both sides. Here we are. I kind of like this look. It provides a nice, neat package for those, helps those stay stored, and allows me to more or less just take this and just kind of do this with it. Shrinking these off a bit and maybe even covering up them slightly. And maybe adding a block extra on both sides just to be safe. Although I don't know. And I'll just cut that bottom off. There we are. And we'll add the extra block here. Does that look? Yeah, I think I might do this. And then trim it in one block on this side. So it'll be centered. Or actually, it'll be a little further down. But I think that's fine. Yeah, and I'll stick it with it like this. Since you'll have this line coming right here. At least something along this line right here. I'll add some more decorative there, but that kind of is the idea. And then coming here and I just bringing it like this. And then going inward. And then maybe providing the one line of blocks like this. So then going inward along here, and then providing one line of blocks like this. Well, actually 2 lines of blocks. Oh. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then just adding this to that. I think that looks good. Allows for these to kind of angle like that, and if I want to, it probably would allow me to place 2 these are a lot taller than I thought they'd be. These ones are a little shorter, but I still wouldn't be able to place 2 of them anywhere but right here. Although I might still try that, or maybe even doing something a little strange with placing assault turrets. I don't know. I guess the interior turrets would work fine, but any of the other turrets would have to be plumbed and placed like this. Although for Gatlings, that's not a bad placement. I would have to cut this back. Oh. Let's just rotate that. No. Rotate that. There we are. Yeah, we got those 2 turrets like this, and then if I just did that here as well, I can easily place that there. And then we can just go for adding this back in. And then using maybe some of the other things to make sure that these are properly lined. So what I'll do is I'll just plop that. Do the same thing on the front here. Just boom. And then I'll just go over to number 8. Conveyor junctions. Because this will help protect against light fighter crafts. They're not the best at light fighter, but I think they'll do good. And then we'll just... There we are. Or, you know what? Let's look at what the other turrets look like here. Artillery would look cool, but I might do assault and... artillery. I'll do artillery. The main reason for that is I can do artillery here, and then... Mainly because it kind of looks like it fits in that indented spot there. And then what I might do is on top, I might do the auto, like a row of autos. Where's the opening? If I kept these to about maybe here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. And then let's just poke middle number 8. Oh wait, I should really line this up on the center of this. So I want to make sure that things go that way. 1 block. No, they go there and delete that. Go 1, 4. We go here, here. And then we go with the artillery or assault cannons. Boom, boom, and boom. And then I can add, let's just go over to number 8G, all blocks, light armor slopes, light armor corners, slope, light armor tips, light armor those, light armor panels, and beam blocks. My good old construction block tab, and go to number 2. Oh, maybe I should actually... I think I might put these ones forward. Yeah, and then take this and put it one back. Use that to fill in the hole. The main reason why I like this design right here with these a little bit further out is that when I place the turrets. Nope. Boom. And then boom. Is that I can then come over here. Nope. Wrong button. Here. Boom. And then draw this. I'll go here. And then we'll just go here. And then do the same thing over here. Boom. 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 Really? And then we can just get rid of that. There we are. And now these turrets have that kind of look to them, where they look armored. And these don't matter to armor up right here, because that would be off center and not a priority. But I like that kind of look to them. Because of course, these are just basically winglets, or defensive measure. If they're firing from anywhere this angle, or like they have to be firing basically directly level with the thrusters at any angle. Like if they're even angled like this, they can barely hit those bottom thrusters. This angle, and they can't hit any thrusters. And so any angle basically sideways can't hit the front, front, front thrusters. The back are more vulnerable, but the back are also a little less important because, well, there's almost always backups for that. And now I can just kind of continue the good old bit of probably needing to fill out this part of the floor. And then let's go. And then I'll just kind of do this. The main reasoning for this, I'm just going to kind of carve this out. Oh, right. That is the... Okay. Well, then I think I'll just be able to try to add a couple blocks here with the intent of angling it up this way. That doesn't exactly look great, but I don't know. I'm more or less just trying to add that, and then I guess I could probably maybe do this. You know, something kind of like that, maybe. With a bit of a line like this. No, I don't like that look. Whoops. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this because I don't exactly like this. I do just kind of need to wall that, but let's see. I could do this with this. You know, come it like that, and then maybe... I've got an idea. So I do that, and then I can come over here with this. I actually want that to be a little bit further out. Maybe. And then I'll go there. And then I can use this to kind of build up that, and then it does reduce the height that I can make these fighters, but it does also protect this back one and allows for 1-2 launch. Well, these are meant to be medium-sized transports, not necessarily light fighter craft. So I'm trying to think about this because right now I'm not. I'll just get rid of that. I'm not feeling this look right now. But I also don't like this boxy shape. I guess I could add maybe... I could do something like that. A kind of ramp. Let's see. I don't know. I'll have to Go to F10. Alright, let's see what we got for fighters. Blue fighter, fighter. Fighter, small fighter. Yeah, actually, I want transport, so that's what I'll look up. We'll look up troop transport, and I'll see how this fits. Because the idea is for this to be a troop transport landing spot. Let's see, if I aligned this up. Alright. I'd have to bring that front one up a bit. You know, if I just control V. There we are. Alright. And this is only like a 4-person troop transport, so you know what? That's not horrible for troop transport in the back. We'll just quickly delete, and then I'll look up. Uh-oh. No, that's not right. Why? I don't know how to spell Ryvern. R-W-I. Nope. R-W-I. R-W-I. There we go. It's a Y. Alright, there we are. Yes. How many of these would I be able to fit reasonably? One. I'd be able to fit one of these. So something wyvern size would be able to land and dock here. In fact, slightly bigger. Which is kind of the idea, is shuttle type crafts. So, you know what? I don't mind that. Yeah, alright. I think I'll deal with that sized landing bay. Because that's shuttle, this will be troop transport. So, this will be more of a large troop carrier. Like, that's its main goal. So let's X this. Let's look at one more vessel. Red. And we'll just look up red. Where is it? It's not the drop ship, is it? Here it is. Red team drop ship. Alright, there we are. Yeah, that'll fit perfectly. A vessel of this type will fit really well here. Alright. There we go. And then, yeah. This will fit really well. This sized vessel fits really well. Let's just kind of place it. I think it's able to... Yeah. Yeah. There we are. I like this. This is the actual vessel, right? That it goes right here. It has the 2 connector system, which I don't necessarily care about. But that's what's supposed to go back here. So, I think the fact that that fits well here, it is I think I might bring those back a little bit further. And maybe extend a small platform in the back, but there we are. So what I'll do is quickly go to number 3, go 3. I'll break that, and I'll place that back one more, and I'll place this back here. So I'll be able to use a similar 2-connector setup like they have on that ship, and be able to have it basically loading from a load ramp, honestly, a bit further down in the vessel. Which actually doesn't make too much of a difference, because I can actually provide the loading and unloading ramp being right down here. Because if I just undo this, I can make this spot an open spot. So then they can kind of come down that way. I can always rearrange that wiring later, so I can easily disconnect that, do that. 8, boom, boom, and then I can easily do one disconnect here, and I can have an easy kind of ramp or ladder system, maybe. Yeah, I can have 2 ladders, maybe, or a ladder coming down right here. Enter into this spot, which can then be a troop ready room, basically, as well as the way that you would get on the ship. Yeah, and this could be an easy on-ground entrance, since I can easily do an angled ramp from down here. Because the front of that and the ends of these are at the same level. So I like that idea. That'll do really well. Good. So I can just kind of break this. And then I'll just quickly come over to 3. And we'll go ladder. And then I can just quickly go ladder shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And now we've got the correct and easy way to get down into this section, where you can easily have a ready room system and airlock system. The airlock will be challenging, but I should be able to fit one in here. Because I also planned on giving some small outstretch, so yeah, we'll have that, and then we'll have observation posts up here along this section of the ship, so people will be able to get into this section of the ship. There'll be glass or windows in this piece. They'll be able to look down at the ship for their own ready room. Oh hey, I've got a third viewer. How are you doing? I'm currently in the middle of working out my own frigate system for kind of my ships. Right now I've got this, but it's crude, but it works for now. Although crude is probably the best way to put it. So let's just add this. Ooh, I can even break that and add a second there. Perfect. And then if I just break that battery, go over to number boom and boom, boom. There we are. So now I've got more backwards thrusts. Need to figure out my way out of the ship real quick. There we are. I like this. This is looking good. It's kind of back turrets are well placed, I think. Oh, and they left. Oh well. Yeah. I like this. This sort of landing bay, kind of in the middle of the engines, looks great. The ability to fit two smaller, kind of, or one wyvern type shuttle ship here. So we'll get a nice entrance going right there. I might do... Right, I forget that this leads directly there, and so that will have to be figured out. Let's see it. I could do a basic drop out of here. Oh, right, I forget that this... There is a wall, basically, that's going to end up going right here, so... What I could end up doing is literally just providing more spaces yeah, I could provide two staircases and the ladder system. I like that idea. What I can do is I can come over to stairs. Where are they? Oh wait, do those are part of the ladder group, aren't they? Ladder. Yes, they are. Good. 5. There we go. Number 6. Boom, and I can do boom, and then... Oof. I don't know if I want that. The idea of a ladder spot might be good, but I do also want to do a dual staircase. So, we'd go staircase... maybe proper stairs, not just that. So we do stairs, then and then I think I'll do a landing spot. So we'll do that. We'll do this. We'll kind of cover this up a bit, and then I suppose I can probably find a way to... Well, that's the outside, so... right, and the thing is just above us. You know what? This isn't a bad spot. Because what I can do is I can do a I can do the one deep glass system, so where I basically go and place, where is the thing? Where are they again? So here, 6. Do we have? No. Great. It's catwalk. And then I can basically run a door, doors, boom, and then I'll place a offset door right here for now at least. Go graded catwalk with stairs, not the halves, the regulars. Oh, great. I'm gonna need, apparently that doesn't allow that. So I might need to work on the sliding door. I can do that. And then, will the graded catwalk stick to that? Yes, graded catwalks will stick to that. And then I just run graded catwalks along the length of the hangar bay space. Which is honestly quite large. And then we go all the way across, as this is going to be a large, wide, open space. Although I could also... I think a better option might be... Whoops. Well, I didn't mean to cut that block, but that's good too. Let me just kind of seal this back off. And let's turn on the lights. That way I can actually see, and you guys can see a little bit better. And then I think what I'll do is if I do this... There we go. And then I think I might be able to just kind of cut this at this height. Since these are going to be light fighters anyway, probably able to also maybe cut the bay. Ooh. Can I cut this? Let's see this. Where do these... These would come out here. And so if I placed this, I'd be able to cut that. Maybe, but I'm not thinking that's going to be a great way to do that, so I'll leave it be for now. Then we kind of come up here, we go in here, up here. And what I can do is just set up a small railing system into the small little hangar bay spaces. These right here will be kind of more open hangar spaces. The wider hangar can open up again right there, and I can easily cut this back and just place this right here, allowing for basically no need of the graded catwalks, but just railings here. Also allowing access into a couple of potential storage spaces. But this can also be, now that I think about it, what I can do if I just kind of come up here. Yeah, what I might be able to do if I cut this block and maybe turn these into half stairs. Let me just... Alright, let's go over to this. Let's go the other graded half stairs. And then what I can do is number 7. Graded half catwalks. Right, I'm going to need probably something of a basis for that. I got an idea. If I provide a full block there and then run something... Well, what I could do is I could do this. Let's go. Where is it? Number 7. And if I do a... I only have one with those, so I'd have to do a dual wide. Unless, of course, this fits, which I doubt it will. Right. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably run a full catwalk here, full graded catwalk, and then the other half block blocks, so you'd kind of be able to... Unfortunately, you would be able to kind of fall through here, but I can't really do much about that without having to continue those farther than they need to be, and I don't want to do that. So, for now, this will be good, and then I can use 3 control seats. Maybe 2 of them. 1, 2... Oh, right. Good. And then you got your 2 kind of air control spots. Maybe even taking these wider. Yeah, I like that idea. So you'll have your windowed spot right here, curving in against these walls. So I would have the window basically starting like that, kind of exiting from there, curving around the front. So we'll have that, and then we can go basically across here. I like that, and then the other spot, which would be, depending on how big I make these spiders, I can maybe fit 2 here, as long as I don't make them, you know, make them like 3 wide stubby things, but I kind of want to give them wings. So maybe what I might be able to do is I might be able to do 3 wide and fit 1 here and do double here, and then do maybe 2 larger heavier fighters. So you'd have 4 light, 2 heavy, 1 true, and 2, 1 shuttle. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea. And that'll be this thing's fighter complement. And I'll just kind of take this to... Where's the end? I think I'll take it here. This front section still needs to be worked out, but at least that is so far figured out. I can add more and add lettering and add depth to this, but for now, that is what it'll look like. And then I can also add a whole... I can't really seamlessly add a hole for turrets without necessarily doing too much damage, but I guess what I could do is I could add turrets to the front of these, add 2, yeah, I could possibly add a dual set of guarding guns. Although I could also do those here. Potentially. I did that, and then placed down. Let's see how it looks. I can either do that and that, because I assume, since the blocks are supposed to have their better, I could do probably 2 Gatlings right here. I might shrink those into the hull just the slightest bit. So let's try that. Let's go here. And then we'll go back here. Oh, shite. Wrong buttons. That's only. Right, I forgot about something. They have to be there. Nope. Buttons again. I keep pressing the home button because it's next to the control button. Yeah, I'd have to have them sticking out that far. Oh, I deleted that. That's lovely. Um... I mean, I don't mind Gatling turrets being here. Nope. The gun itself, not the blocks around the gun. Yeah, that just doesn't look nearly as good as having the turrets elsewhere placed. Shite. Alright. What's gonna be a better placement for those turrets? Oh boy. I mean, I could place them like this. With a hole, let's say, right here, and then here. Because, again, I do have as much space in the upper areas to play with. I could easily make a communal area and then place 2 turrets like this. You know what? That doesn't look half bad for protecting the hangar space. I do still need to add, you know, more depth to the thing, but for now, that's not horrible. I may make it just 1. Yeah, what I might do is I don't know. I'm trying to decide where I want to place the frickin' anti-aircraft guns, because I will be probably making my own anti-aircraft guns. I just need to kind of decide. And you know what? I think I've decided on where I want to place those now. Just now, actually. One. Right, oh no. Alright. Yeah. I think we got a decent bit. I still need to decide on a few other placements, but I think I'll probably be placing 2 main guns, either on this level. So, like, small gun. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to possibly make this ship, I want its largest weapon to be the large grade those. I think what I might do is I'm going to have to do a quick test on that. I might test how good the small grade railguns are, and or maybe the small grid. Well, how big are the small grid guns? There we are. We'll check how big are the autocannons versus the assault cannons. Alright. You know what? Assault cannons may not be bad. I can do all assault cannons. Oh, what's the range on these things again? I don't know. I might do assault cannons with auto cannon things. I could also do a couple reloadable rocket launcher turrets, now that I think about it. Because I could make those fairly wide. Yeah, I think that's what I might do. I might do a couple of reloadable rocket turrets, as well as some assault and the other ones, and I'll kind of group them. So we've got, these, which are our assault turrets. What's the aiming radius on these things? Assault cannon turret, aiming radius 800 meters. Okay. So let me just quickly 800 meters. Perfect. So these will be 800 meters. These are a little bit longer, and then I'll probably also have I'm tempted to, over here, add maybe some larger guns. They'd be... I could do 2 small railgun turrets up front, like along here. How big is this? You know what? That actually looks like that might be a really good placement for, like, a small grid railgun turrets. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I might make up front, have a small grid railgun turret, let's say here. Right here. So I could do 2 small grid railgun turrets, able to fire most of the front range, just to kind of provide that longer range fire, while also applying maybe... Ooh, do I want to apply some of those here? I don't know. I might also break this area up by applying a 4-block. I mean, that doesn't look half bad. Like, I don't mind that kind of fattening up of the ship. That does make it look pretty cool, I think. I would have to find a good way to do this angle, of course. Because I think what I might do... let me think. I have an idea. Let's see. What happens if I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and so what I might do, if I just apply the 8... At best, I can always do that, but that applies then making that a 4, so I might expand these 1 out, but I kind of don't want to. Because I don't want this to be a gun brick, is the thing. I could do Gatlings. Or rocket, or artillery. Artillery could work here, or so could assault. If I did the artillery, how does this look? With maybe a... This might actually work well in terms of looks. And then I'll go... Rather than another artillery, an assault cannon here. You know what? Maybe I might mix these up. So I might do... Because that's a 3-block gap. That's a 3-block gap. So what I might do is I might do this. I might do... Assault. Artillery. I assume the artillery cannons could fire over that. They make decent broadside turrets. I think they differentiate enough between these, and I could also do a similar pattern actually right here. So you got 8 of those and 2 of those. So you'd be really unlucky if you were about here, because these can aim slightly downward. And the best thing I can do potentially here is doing a running of the blocks like this, that, and then running it to a end about here, and then running another end here, and then running these. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah. And that kind of doesn't look half bad. It provides a nice armored belt. And if you're inside, where you'll likely be, I can apply a window and then another window. I might apply a larger window. Maybe I might do a dual window there and then another dual window here. Dual window here. And then you'll have your upper bridge section that'll be about here. So you'll have your lower bridge. Yeah, I like that idea. And so what I can do is go here. Window. Where were those? I'll do bridge windows up top, and then I think I'll do these. Window wall left, window wall that. Do I want to do this? Or do I want to do the other kind? I think I might do these. Yeah, and so what you'll have is you'll have these to kind of be some good windows to look out of. I'll try how it looks like that, and then I'll also try how it looks with these. And then we'll just do this. Yeah, and then you'll have this for those at console stations right here. So woo. Yeah, and then what I can do is if I go back to this, do that. What are the best? We could do 2 console seats. Or wait, maybe a helm. Let's look at helm. The helm block. We could do helm, helm, and then over here, another 2 helm blocks. You've got your main walkway going into a, if I just went here and did, let's say, a staircase, do a graded half stairs, maybe. Graded half stairs like that, and then do another graded half stair system back on this side. Then I'll need a running block. We'll just do this for the center. And then I can easily... if I was to do the grates, I'd probably do them... I'd have to do these ones like this. Yeah, and I'd have to do the graded catwalks like that. Or do this. What I could, my best option I think is to do this. Here, do another graded catwalk on top. Do another one here, here, and then do my half gradeds. With the railing there. This is in fact the front of the vessel, so... And then I'd have to probably... I guess what I could do is I could probably use a different block, something, and probably place something in that corner. Maybe a ramp or something, or half slope. And then let's come over here. And I might put the helm either... Helm will like the proper control station might be... I don't know. If I did that though, that'd be quite far back from the main view spot, because I'd be doing... Let's quickly add that. Let's go to here. Let's go 7. A window. We'll add the half windows, and then we'll add the bridge slope windows. Right. Yes, I could do these. For now, I'll delete those until I get the other ones built, but then I can do that. Doing that slope, removing these blocks. Well, probably wanting to add my block here. Good, those don't fall, and then I'd have to add my light armor slopes. The block there. And then I'd have to add another one of these slopes here if I wanted to do more with these bridge windows sloped. And I don't think I can do sloped this direction. Not here, at least. Not up top. So I'd have to, like... Bridge window slope. Bridge window face. And yeah, I can't place them right there because of these right here. The best I'd get would be some of these. Which aren't nearly as great. I do have the fact that this is an extra block, but that doesn't really do much for me because these are right here and they take up that much space. Though, if I entered my command chair, yeah, that is pretty abysmal for a command chair viewing spot. I could potentially take I'm so glad that this is like this. Let me come over here, go 7. Graded catwalk, and I'll just reverse them for now, and then do this. So we'll just get rid of that, and then there we are. The other ones will be probably replaced soon, or at least able to be placed a bit better soon. And then we get my main bridge console, which would be right here, which it's not great. Although, because of the ability to walk around this edge, it allows you to kind of walk like this. Could I add a helm? No, because that is at the very furthest. The best I'd be able to do would be deleting that and placing the helm station. Oh, I can place a helm right here. Okay, so I could place this console literally right there. There we are. Yeah, and then you'll be able to get your kind of lower down bridge consoles, and then if I just go over to this, go 4, I can remove that without any issues because of the fact that these are now placed like that, and so I can do that, remove that, and then I can probably come somewhere like back of this, which I'll probably place right here. Yeah, and then I can place this probably somewhere like up here, and then the whole thing again. So let's go back to 3. Graded catwalks being placed upside down. For now, placing the catwalks like this. For now, that would work. Yeah, and then I'd be able to have these like this. And so what I could do is if I just go projector, I can add this, the console block right here. Or maybe, yeah, I think what I might do is I might instead delete that, and move that 1 block forward. That way all of these will be like that. And it kind of more centralizes it. 7, bring the catwalks. And then what I can do is go 4, projector, projector table. And then add the... Alright, where are the... The desk. That's the couch. These are decorative DLC. One of the decorative blocks. Here it is. Desk. And I can add the desk like this. Boom. For all of the bridge crew, or at least the main bridge crew, this is essentially the... I could do corner desks, but I don't know if that's... I'll do them without the corner desks, without the corner chairs for now, maybe adding the chairs later. But you've got your main bridge crew, your command deck, to your, lower officers. And then the other thing I can do is I could possibly add in do need to go 7. I might make this a 3 long, so boom. 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 That would go right there. And then what I can do is just go window face. And I'll just, oh, that's a 2x1 face. Oh. Yeah, that's not the right side. Here it is, 1x1 face, go 7. Right, I can't actually place that there, so I'd have to delete this. I would literally have to wrap this window up right here, and then just like... I could add a break in the window. Let's go to the blocks. If I did, I'd have to go like... No. It has to be steeper than that. I don't know. Maybe there's one in 4? This is 4, right? No, that wasn't 4. Alright, that's not the corresponding block I wanted. That's not right either. Is this right? This is right. There it is. It's not great, but it will provide the bridge officer or pilot the correct viewing, whilst allowing for, if I was to go with these, half window, there's the angled half windows, so I could always have just done those. Half window. And then, there we go. Yeah, and then I'd be able to possibly end it here. Alright. And in each of these spots, I'm going to want a comms console, which, unfortunately, this is going to be the most challenging, because like this, I'm not going to have... Alright, consoles. I could easily add some form of, you know, command control station flight seats. I could add a flight seat, but and maybe get away with I would have to do this. Graded catwalk. There we are, and then we'd have to graded catwalk. Into a graded catwalk like this. Yeah, I'd have to do that, and then That connects to this, but I still don't have a solid connection to this. Because if I remove this, those would fall. So whatever goes right here needs to be able to connect that. And I could do flight seats, but I don't want to necessarily do those. I don't necessarily want passenger seats either. I want 2 of these. So you could have your, you know, some weapons officers and other such. And then you'd want your captain's chair to be I don't really have a good spot for like a captain's chair. You have your meeting location, your captain's chair, your pilot's seat, weapons, and maybe a comms officer. I guess what I can do is I can do this. And I can just kind of do this. Go number 6. And go with a graded staircase. Place here. Number 7. And I can do that, and then I don't really have a good location for the connection for these. Besides maybe doing a half catwalk end, so maybe something like that, in which I can then use a graded catwalk ends to a graded catwalk straight to a, where is the one that I want? Here it is. And so what you can do is you've got your end of the catwalk, your kind of end of the looking out spot. You could, I suppose, come over here, but, you know, this would be more or less your blocker. And I could probably even add this to be a blocker at some point, but you stand this close to the window, besides right here where you get your wider view. And I like the way that this kind of bridge system looks. You've got your, you know, main command post for the captain, a navigation, and maybe a weapons officer or something along those lines, with your weapons operators, or at least some of your weapons operators, operating right there. Oh god, why did those not place? That's annoying. Okay. Straight. Boom. There we are. So you've got that, and then these can also go down like this for your weapons officer positions. And I can also add some potential, oh wait, no. Because of those being like that, there are no more lower down things. The best I could possibly do is, well, honestly, none of these are particularly able to be removed without being replaced for full blocks. but it should be sufficient, I think. I think I could probably remove that and replace it for a... what do I want to replace it with? Let's see, where can I replace it with? I guess one of the cylindrical pillars should be decent to replace it with. Yeah, we'll go with one of the cylindrical columns. You get that, you get this. I like it. It would work well. It's not the most convenient, but you have a total of 8 weapons officer positions upstairs with another grand total of 4 meeting spots, so a 4-seat meeting table, a main command center. So I like this. I think this is good because this allows a good wide range of view without being too obstructed. And then what I can do is I can always make this a half a block, or at least most of this half a block. So if I went over to here, go, let's say to 3, and just go this, doing that, and then running. Where is it? This, we'll run it this way. Or do I want to actually give it to a full block? I might run it to a full block. Just to kind of counteract that other slope. Boom, let's go. Boom, and then it's just a matter of placing these across the main command center. At least until this part, where I will then start to shrink the command centers back a little bit again. Oh, these are just forgotten blocks. At first I thought that was a window. Yeah, I kind of like that. You got that kind of observation bridge. It looks nice, and I can do a bit of a more open observation bridge down here. And then below this is the main command and control. Again, noting that this is not designed for combat. This is designed for, yeah, this is more or less designed for, what's it called? That's not the right block. That's not it either. Are the right blocks under this? It might be under this. No, I think the right block would be under this. Because what I want to do is I want to take this. And what I'll do is that'll just continue it like that. I'd first have to... Well, maybe there's a way to do that. Is there one of these blocks, maybe, where I'll be able to take a different sized opening. Like here, I think I might be able to do that, and then run one of these. I don't know if I'll run the slope. Although I might, and then I can do this. If I just get rid of these. And that kind of ends the main bridge section. Ending with basically a position, more or less. If I just run that block. Like that. And then one of these. I could run this. I could, and that might actually work well. Maybe. No, I think I'd run this. There we are. And the reasoning being is that I can then run a number 4. I can run this, in which I then run a number. That doesn't fit. This fits, but it's not the right type. I think that one. I want to run that one. So it's going to run into that, and then what we'll do is we can run these into that block, main block, and then I'll cap this off, ending in a sort of basic antenna array setup. So I'll just quickly grab some of the right equipment for antenna array, such as an antenna. I'll do ore detectors, some metal beams, some I might also do maybe a couple exhaust pipes. Those might be useful blocks to kind of use as part of this system. Yeah, and then what I can do is I can do number 4. Whoa, excuse me. You have your main antenna surrounded on both sides by an antenna system of short placement, and then do like this using the interior pillars. Yeah, and that's kind of an antenna array I might do. That doesn't quite look the cleanest, so I may... It looks strapped on. This is too flat of an angle. So what I might do is I might grab light armor panels and maybe do light armor panel, light armor panel. Alright, and then I can do this. Strap that on. Oh, that's a half block. There's the full one. There we are. And that kind of looks like it's been bundled up. And then I might add a half block version running into a... Where are the angle plates? Into one of these, back into one of the regular angle plates. Those are the half angled, but not the full angled. There's the full angled and the regular light armor plate. There we are. That looks a bit more kind of shielded, and that protects the antenna, which I actually kind of like this look. This sort of antenna array setup. It wouldn't be the main array, but in terms of just an antenna setup, I like it. Because I can also go number 7. And I might... establish... I kind of like this. Yeah. That doesn't look half bad. I might maybe extend it by... one more of these, but... Once I extend it by that, and then add number 7. Boom. There we are. That might look... I don't like it nearly as much as I thought I did, so I'll just... reverse it and remake these. I like that covered look. So I'll do it like this. We get that, and then I can also add, potentially, if I need or want, I could add another 2 backward guns. I can also add a decent ability to exit the ship. Do I want to cut this further forward, maybe? Well, actually, I was gonna... I forgot about that fun little compartment at the back of the ship. Do I want to maybe... I just had an idea that I want to kind of look at. This... Where does the true engine bay, kind of engine area... I might be able to cut it so maybe up here. If I do this, that's all the way over here. What's under this? Random blocks. Not so random for this piece right here, but if I shrunk the... oh. That won't work. Alright, well, I don't know what to do with it then. I need to add my power and all my other systems like that, you know, jump drives and whatever assembly equipment, but I don't quite have the desired space, not like this. Well, let's quickly place some stuff. Assemblers. Where are those located? The basic assembler. I think those are with the survival kit. And then refineries are all in the same section, so I can do that. If I did the industrial refineries, those would have to be stood vertically, and those are 4 tall. And the spot I would have to work with, well, can I... no, I cannot trim this. to being shorter. So, my only option really is to do this. I'd have to use the regular refineries, placing them not mirrored, because these things are not mirrored. I'd be able to place them like this. I could do this. And then come over and do... I could either do that, which places the pipe in the right location, or do this. Or do this. Which just reverses the top section, which should be sufficient. And then I would need to place those and that. So I think I might actually make these go vertical just so I can place these a bit better. So let's go. The refineries are going to go this way. So let's place them like that. Alright. At least that means that these can be placed in the correct. No, they cannot. I don't know why I thought they would, but they won't. They could be placed like that, and then I could place my jump drives. So I want to go over to here. Jump drive. I would want... I don't really want to place them like this. And I'd want these to be forward. So I do that, do that. Because I do still have plenty of space. Oh, wait. No, I don't. This is the space meant for, shoot. I only have this tiny amount for the other stuff. It's not a horrible space, but it's not exactly what I wanted it to be. Although, I suppose I could lock this off and just shrink the bottom of this. Let's try that. Let's shrink this in by a block. And then what I can do is I could do that, and then roughly block it off about this way, and just do this. That allows for an interesting shaped inner gun. And if I decided that at this spot to bring it in by 1, that might bring it interesting as well. So I'll just quickly just do that. Taking apart here and cutting this. And then I can easily just do this. That would work, allowing me to kind of do this. That allows for the... Oh, shit. I did all of that without this. Dang it. Oh, well. Okay. And so I now just need to I'll just do that. I'm over here. Oh, hey, third viewer, how are you doing? I'm currently working on a new ship for a fleet, though I accidentally did this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I goes all the way across. Yeah, I'm currently working on a new ship. Currently, it looks like this. I feel like I've gotten not quite too many guns, though I do feel like it should have been a little longer. So I might make it longer. But for now, I like the way that it looks so far. It's currently in the, I'm going to consider it gray box phase of building, so almost none of this is even close to complete. This goes to right here. I think that should be the right amount. No. No, this is not right at all. And then we just cut this. I wanna what? I'll do it like this. Alright. And then I just gonna come over here, take this, drop this to here, and then fill in the innards like the other one is, back down to here. Alright, there we are. And then what I can do is I could continue this forward. I'm trying to decide if I want to continue these farther forward than this and build out this front a little bit further. I might also maybe... I might lower this, honestly. I might take this, lower it down by this, and then remove this top part. So come over here and remove that. Let's cross it. Remove. And then build this. Cross. Kind of gutting out this central column a bit right here. And then we'll just do that. Alright, and then if I just remove this. Alright. So, now what I can do is I just need to figure out what I want to do for the rest of this. How big do I want this engine room section to be? It's odd that the engine room is directly underneath the thing. If I move this and this, oh, that's actually the very back of this, which works alright. I can add this and then add a I'm gonna add a room sort of corridor that maybe goes here. Can do that and then use a ramp. Let's go here. Yeah, I can use some stairs, possibly. If I come over down to here, you kind of do that, and then I can easily use a block to contain this and allow a path through here. But this does split my engine room in half. Although I could split the engine room design in half anyway. If I did this. I've got an idea, I think, on how to make this engine room idea work. Let's go 5. I still have to decipher how to do this, which is fun, but if I make that, add a block in between, kind of a connection down, and then also to here. And so I want maybe like that. And then getting rid of this. And then adding back in nuclear fusion reactor. Place that, and then maybe place this forward of that, and then placing the jump drives like this. That kind of stops the engine room right here. And I can also bring this back a little bit too if I want. So I think I might actually do that. So I'm going to core this engine room design. And I think I'm going to put it back basically here. So that's there with the two, this going here. This going right. I'll need to take that off, do this, do that, and then re-add back on the end. There we are. And then I can add back a basic semblance of this. If I do that, boom, boom, making that go down and up. Allowing that, going with the number 5. Alright, there we are. That supplies that. My assembler systems can be down over inside of the two winglet sections, but I think this will do well. Yeah, and this would allow for a locked block being here. Roughly doing this, basically. Which isn't terribly longer. Isn't terribly too much longer. Although I think what I could do to compensate sort of for this is I think I might cut this off. And then what I'll do is I'll replace all of this with... What's fun is this ship currently has no cargo containers on it whatsoever. Oh, that's not good. And I can continue to basically do this. And I want to maybe continue that until just about here. So this will basically just be batteries, I guess. And then coming over to here, where is my thing? It'd be right over here, going 1, 1, angling those blocks. shrinking the bridge, doing this. I might even apply a couple of the heat. Yeah, and then I can do that, and then what I might do is I might apply, if I just do this, maybe 3, and then G, heat, that, no, that's not how you spell heat. Heat vents, and then I can just do that. I can use heat vents, kind of like this, on a section kind of like that, as well as maybe doing a random run of heat vents below a section of yeah, and then I can do a couple more heat vents under a section of beam blocks. Because I kind of like that combination set, and then just apply the blocks there, and then run batteries in between the other sections, because batteries are an essential, and I don't have a lot of them. Although this also could be a good spot to fill in some other things. There we are, and then I can easily use this nice little battery bank, and now do the, do this sort of system where I do that, because now that's hanging over the edge more, and then when I add, like, these, maybe going 3 long, I think I'll go 3 long here, 2 long there, and then 1 long, and then apply my 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This little wonderful heat setup that I've got going on right here. And then going number 8, going 1, 2, and then also running these here, running that, and then going and finding myself the other more proper heat vent and half block. Wherever the half block is located, there it is, boom. And I think that looks not too bad. I can even use a different block right here to more or less officially end that. If I just go over to here, I can do that, which kind of officially ends the elongated top superstructure. Which I kind of like. I kind of like the look of this elongated top superstructure joining on top of this. It also has its nice sleeker antennae with the more boxier front. Though it won't remain boxy. And now I just need to figure out, is this still the correct number of thrusters? I'm just gonna quickly save in case this goes poorly, which I'm almost guaranteeing it will. I just need to come through here, go up here, oh, come on, there we are, come over here, up, forward, here, up, forward to the main console, or at least my going to be main console, go here, info, work to ship, and please don't plummet. I'm not plummeting. Good. I don't have any gyroscopes currently, which I need to go fix. But the ship now is properly a ship. I do need to go re-add some gyroscopes though. So I'll just quickly exit into here, go to the gyros. Where's my gyroscopic controls? Where are gyros placed? Where did I leave my gyroscopes? Gyroscopes. Ah, here are the gyroscopes. There we are. How's best to make my way into the inner engine compartments? Here's the best way. I'll just come into here and I'll just place gyroscopes like this. Gyroscopes go on these beams. And I'll just do that like this. There we are. That should be hopefully enough gyros for now. It's a weird thing to have this like such a boxy ship, but at the same time have such nimble like wings. It's gonna be rather interesting. Come on in here, go through my bridge system into the command chair, and I'm just gonna go V. How's acceleration? Okay. I need more thrust. Got it. Okay. Definitely need more thrust. Holy shit, this vessel is very underpowered. Got it. Alright, I'm just gonna go, I think, do a little bit of hooking up of those other small hydrogen thrusters and hope. I mean, this is quite a bit more than hydrogen thrust than I had even expected I was going to need. And we'll just go to the front where... Oh, no. I need to somehow get into the... Up. Down. And then go dot. And dot, dot, dot. I hopefully am doing this on both sides, just because I don't want to redo this. Boom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. I forgot exactly how long the flame is, so I might be able to add another forward tank here. Right? No, that'd be another backward tank. Although if I got rid of this tank, I might be able to fit another forward thrust. But I do still need that tank, so... I don't know. I'm gonna have to check this stuff. I may need a lot of H2O2 generators, but let's see. How is this gonna fly now? Oh god. F6 or F5, quick load, yes. What was loose? What came loose? Something was loose, and I need to now figure out what it was. That's the danger right now, is I can't tell what's loose and what's not. Alright. Hey. Alright, let's figure out the rest of this, and then I think I might... Yeah, I think I might end the stream for now. This light cruiser, I think, is doing pretty well, or this frigate. Okay. Whoa. Apparently my cup was enough weight to do that. Ah, I think maybe was it these? I don't know. I know something here was loose and it blew up a lot of shit. And this was before I fixed those hydrogens, so I'm gonna go do that now. And I'm just gonna have to, I guess, try to figure it out. I don't know what it was. So try to go a lot slower. These smaller thrusters also helped quite a bit. Although I also need some forward and reverse or top-down thrusters for in atmosphere. Alright, I forgot about these ones right here. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. Alright, that should be the same all the way around. These are both set up. That one's set up. Ah, this is what caused all that destruction. That one loose block that I didn't even see caused a lot of destruction last time. So let's try to avoid that and save again. Now that we've made that adjustment. The save was before I added gyroscopes, wasn't it? Ah, and the other side, even though I can access down... Nope. I don't know how it was that I was gaining access to the... Oh, it was the back ones. That's how. Okay. Where is it? Here it is. Yep, the gyroscopes are not in here, so... I will add them. Hopefully these don't come loose. And I'm just gonna make these battery arms all gyroscopic. The ship is not great if you wanna manually Alright, let's try this. I will also hope to God that no more stuff blows up. I hope it doesn't blow up. It is kind of interesting to see just how big this has become, but it's also not that much larger than I had expected it to have become. So that's nice. Can it now fly? If I just go I, info, it is currently shipped, so that's good. V. Alright. Alright. Very, very bad, Alright. Gyroscopic controls, not bad. Not for this cruiser, at least. Not currently. But thrust still needs some major work. So I may need to add some thrusts elsewhere. Yeah, 4 hydrogen or thrusters forward, 6 downward. These are already blasting. Oh, apparently I had some loose stuff down the front. Those aren't the land. Oh no, that's the landing gear. My bad. Yeah, so good, I'm balanced. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to have to add a bit more forward and backward thrusters, which will be fun. How best would I have to go about doing that? I know how probably is best to go about the other thrusters. I'll have to watch the video on thruster plumes again, but I might be able to maybe expand this section. Yeah, I'll have to watch a video, figure out the thrust stuff, and then maybe expand the back thrust sections here. Well, I can just do my own experiments. Small thrusters. Those are 2 block, I think, and then I think what these are maybe 4. So I'll just do this. Right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Thrust should hit the back of these. 2 blocks should hit the back of these. So my basic thrust test will just be go forward. If shit explodes, I know it didn't work. My ships are very compact, honestly. This is very compact. Alright, let's... Do they blow up? Running at full power, do these things blow up? They do not. Perfect. So, all I need to do is to basically run another set of thrusters in the same area. Ah, these are not connected. For now, I'll get rid of them. Apparently, they are not connected. Oh, shit. What I get rid of? Yeah, these were not... They don't have a spot. These are just completely loose. So, I'll have to find a better system for that. But... It's not horrible, I suppose. As I can probably... I think what I might do is I might get rid of these. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to best go about doing the connections for those. My best thought really doesn't work well, so I'll just... Well, let's fix that at least. At least fix that problem, and then I'll go and leave it for today. So these need to be connected that way. And they need to find a way to become connected that way without outside... Well, you know what? I could probably just do this. Yeah. Oh. Whoops. And I can just probably go one-sided graded catwalk, one-sided graded catwalk. There we are. Evidently, it now basically does the same thing as this. This, to get over to these chairs. Good, good, easy out. I didn't have to delete the two already placed guns. And this is a well able to be combat capable ship. That is not the right blocks. There we are. And then we can just exit down here. I might come around down here and do the exits. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I think I might do that way. But I will now, I think, call it a day for construction of ship. So, I would like to, again, say thank you to everyone who came and watched the video. And if you have anything that you would like to see me play, please, you know, I have a YouTube comment section if you want to leave things like that. But anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming out and watching. I've been Captain Tundrax, signing off.